playing John Pratt and Jacques Delacluse every day. I'm probably the only person out of 1.2 billion people on the subcontinent of India that is practicing John Pratt every day. But I'm doing it. At any rate, I want to thank Sean Medovetsky and the incredible group of musicians that he has on stage with him today for presenting my music and doing so in such an elegant and inspired manner. I'm very humbled and grateful for their artistry and for their support of my work. This piece, the fourth concerto for tabla and percussion ensemble, like the other three pieces, explores an idea that I have been dealing with for about 10 years. And what I've done is I've taken the basic structure of a traditional tabla solo and I applied it to a Western idiom. And some of the pieces I've written, many of which have been for Sean, have included tabla. Other pieces have included Western instruments. But all of them have taken the idea of the labra, or the nagma, which is a melody that is played in a traditional tabla solo by obviously another instrument, like a sarangi or a harmonium or a bansuri, which is a flute. These people play this melody round and round and round and round, sometimes for as long as 2 or 3 hours, depending on how long the tabla drummer wants to play. And the drummer creates all these beautiful compositions with variation and complicated rhythmic structures and complicated rhythmic cadences on top of the melody. So the melody basically functions as a timekeeper. So in the case of a traditional tabla solo, the roles have been reversed. The drums are really creating the melody, and the melodic instrument is really keeping the time and outlining a basic rhythmic cycle. As long as the audience can hear the melody, then the audience knows where the beginning of the cycle is, and thus can really feel the tension and the release through the various compositions, the kaida and palta compositions, the reras, bants, chakradars, tupras, guts, etc., etc. Many, many different types of compositions. So in this piece, I've done what I've done in so many other pieces now, where I've left the traditional tabla repertoire more or less intact, but I've taken that melody in the background, the labra or the nagma, and I've orchestrated it and built it up using Western techniques that are only possible with notation, things like counterpoint, harmony, orchestration, etc. And I think that gives a new kind of color and a new way of looking at this ancient and beautiful repertoire. All the pieces that Sean's playing today, for the most part, are from repertoire that he and I learned from our guru, Pandit Sharda Sahai, a wonderful man who was one of the world's greatest tabla drummers, and both Sean and I are very indebted to him for giving us such a rich legacy of music. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the piece and enjoy the rest of Basic.
Go, T-Mac.
Hello, everybody. We're just coming to the last piece. First of all, I thank everybody for coming. I just want to make a note, not listed in the program.